Hello there, this is Bryce Miller. I'm with Fire Containment Training Services, and I want to welcome you to this video series for code officials and Firestop inspections. This is an area that we know is very difficult for code officials, and so we're going to be talking about a lot of tips and techniques that we really think can help you as code officials. We know that fire stopping is very difficult, and one of the main reasons it's difficult, think about it. We're dealing with every trade on the project. And that is difficult if you're dealing with, sometimes it's 6, could be 12 or more trades. And we know that's difficult, very time consuming. And there's another reason, is that some of you may have heard of the destructive test. I found that maybe 5% or less are even doing a destructive test on fire stopping and when they do it in fire stop inspections. A destructive test, digging out somebody else's work that they've just accomplished is not something that we as code officials feel comfortable doing. So that's something we really need to be looking at. So these are some real concerns that we have. And so one of the things is we want to hopefully restore those, plug those holes, restore those fire resistant walls and floors that we have within the buildings. And the main thing we need to look at is we need to be looking at tested, listed systems, not just the red goop, because that, unfortunately, that's what's been happening, is we've been looking at the red goop. The other thing we want to emphasize at this first point is that, first video, is that we need to really have the plans examiners buy in on this. And we need their assistance. As fire stop inspectors, if you're a code official and you're doing an inspection on fire stopping, you go out on the site and you don't have the proper documentation that you need, it makes it difficult. So that's why we need the plans examiners to assist us in this matter. A lot of you know that in Chapter 17 that there's some new requirements on fire stop inspections. Yeah, they mainly deal with high-rise buildings, Category 3 and 4 buildings, so not a lot of structures that you're going to deal with, but this is one of the things. They came out with these inspection standards in that code. And these inspection standards do talk about different inspections, different methods of inspecting. And one of them is a destructive. We know that we don't feel comfortable doing a destructive examination for fire stopping. And again, there's very few people that do that. Code officials, there's probably 5% that actually do that kind of work. And so we're going to be talking about some tips and techniques on a 2-step process that we think is very effective, and it's been proven that it's very effective. We have code officials that really like the way it works, and we've also have Firestop special inspectors are grabbing a hold of this and they're utilizing it. So it's something that we as code officials, again, we're mainly out there, just doing a small percentage, and you are the AHJ, you're the authority having jurisdiction. So you can decide what percentage you want to do for these buildings. And again, we feel this is an effective solution, this 2-step process. And we want to, again, just get their attention. We know even if you just do a few of these inspections of fire stopping, you're going to get their attention. So we also, when we're on the site, we need to be observing everything. And that's really effective if we can do that. When we demonstrate this, when we go on site here in a little bit, we need to make sure that you're looking at all those different components. And what am I talking about there? Well, I would highly recommend that you get on our website and check out our website and go in the area where it has a checklist for fire stop inspections. And we have a checklist for joints and for perimeter for penetrations. So those two checklists are really handy to have while you're watching these videos. So again, I just want to thank you. Let's go inside. Let's look at some of these inspections that the fire stop inspectors accomplishing, and we'll introduce you to that person. And again, we just appreciate you watching this video, and you all have a great day. Thank you.